All right, everybody, welcome back to the back nine coverage of the Sedgley Woods monthly tags tournament. This is Gatekeeper Media. I'm Derek Scull.
And I'm Chris German, and we have back nine coverage for round one feature card. We do have the groundskeepers here. We have Scott Gay sitting at 3 under, Harrison JJ at 2 under, and Dylan at 1 under.
All right, we got hole 10 here, par 3, 171. You got straight ahead with I would say a mini dog leg to the right there. Got a big tree blocking the way, but you have some logs there kind of outlining your circle.
Yeah, and this is a pretty easy hole, I would say. This is one of the shortest holes. I think it's tied for the shortest hole in the course. A lot of righties here are going to go flick right here like JJ does. He's coming in. He's going to smack that tree.
And it looks like it rolled off a little bit, but that might give him a little advantage being off of the base of that tree, a little more room to work.
Yeah, I agree. And we have Harrison here, the only lefty. This is made to be a lefty hole. So let's see what he does here. It should be just a standard hyzer throw.
And that's pretty textbook right there.
Yeah, that's great. Flips right over that log, still inside the circle. So we have Scott here, putting together a good front nine. His early release.
Yeah, that's a bummer after the front nine that he played.
Yeah, it's a tough one. He's going to have a pretty good upshot to get down there. So Dylan takes the flick as well. And almost hits me there. I had to jump that one.
You're dodging a lot this round.
Yeah, that was close. Scott's up. It's looking pretty good, but he's still going to have a little bit of work to do.
Yeah, but again, the way that we've been watching him play, that should be no problem for him at all.
So we have JJ here for the birdie putt. He's going to run it. A little short for him.
Yeah, it didn't get the height that I think he was hoping for.
And Dylan's a little farther than I thought, actually. His took a pretty big skip. As he lays that right up. So we have Scott here for his par save, and he sinks it, just like you said.
Like you were paying him to do it.
See him kind of like humming to himself. We have Harrison here. He's going for his birdie look. And looking good. Taps that in. That's going to tie him up with Scott here, 3 under.
Yeah, it's good golf right there.
Yeah, Harrison, he's a good golfer. Just watching him, watching all this coverage, he plays very well. So we have JJ here, textbook turbo there.
Yeah, his signature move, right?
Yeah, anything inside 5 or 10 feet. And Dylan's going to tap his par in. That's the end of hole 10. We basically have Scott parring out. He's at 3. Harrison was able to get a birdie there, which is going to tie him at 3 under. JJ's still sitting 2 under, and Dylan's at 1 under. Here we go, moving into hole 11.
Yeah, hole 11 is pretty straightforward as well. It looks like you can see that down tree. It used to be a little more difficult, so you have a little more breathing room in the middle of here where that curve starts. But you're gradually going to fade over to the right. Got a little bit of a enclosed area. A lot of times you can find yourself overshooting this hole. So we're going to watch and see what happens with this 247-foot par 3.
Yeah, I would say with how the ground is here, you can really skip and go past the hole. I saw that a lot from tournaments in the past. So Harrison's going to kind of have a little anhyzer here, but his is going to kind of push a little too far to the right.
Yeah, and he's underneath some bushes there, but
it's not too grown in. He'll definitely have a look, but it's going to be a little tough for him. So we have JJ here up on the box. He's going through, and that's looking like it's curving a little early.
It's that tree, but he's within range there. That's going to be a manageable shot for him.
Yeah, I would say that was a happy tree for him. Kind of stopped him from going too far to the left there, kind of where Scott's is going here.
This is it by a foot or so.
Yeah, just now he's going to be putting back probably 20, 25 feet. So we have Dylan here. Let's see what he's going to do. His looks a little wider.
That tree.
Yeah, early tree. Still going to have a little work for his upshot. But he gives it a semi-run there.
But again, there's that skip that you're talking about. Still puts him a little further than is ideal, but you're up there.
Yeah, it's just that hard ground. You almost have to float him in with soft putters.
Scott goes for that float option, just doesn't die down for him.
We have Harrison here on one knee for his birdie look.
And he wanted that.
Oh, man. That was a good-looking putt, especially from that angle. I really thought that was going in.
Oh, yeah.
That's just sucks for Harrison there. JJ, though, comes through with the birdie putt.
Yeah, he needed that.
Yeah, I would say after missing that layup on the other one, getting the birdie here is going to look good.
Sets himself up for the rest of the round as well.
And Scott barely sneaking that in, but he does save the par. Let's see if Dylan can save his par here.
Whenever you get a moment, don't forget to visit our YouTube channel where you're at right now. It's youtube.com/gatekeepermedia to follow up all of our tournament coverage.
Yeah, make sure to subscribe to us. Ooh, splash out.
It happens to the best of us.
That's tough for Harrison. He gets a birdie on hole 10, hole 11. He's going to be taking a bogey.
Yeah, and going into hole 12 with a bogey is not a good feeling.
Yeah, your confidence has to be down. Scott with the par there, sitting at 3 under. JJ gets that birdie. He's going to flip with Harrison. He's now at 3 under. Harrison's sitting at 2 under, and Dylan's still at 1 under, just trying to catch up.
All right, hole 12, par 3. Yet it's the 309-foot. Ideal shot would be to place it up along this large tree to our left here. That's going to be the best vantage point for your upshot. It's tough.
Yeah, this is the toughest hole, and I would say on the back 9, this hole makes or breaks you. This is going to determine whether you're going to have a good round or a bad round. You could walk away with a birdie, par, but if you get a bogey, double bogey, even triple bogey, it's all possible on this hole.
It gets into your mental game for sure.
As JJ's going a little left here, but looks like he got through most of it, so he should have a lane.
It kept him on the edge, so that's always better than being in the thick of it.
We have Scott here up the throw. He's playing some par golf today.
Yeah, that's the route that you want to take. It just didn't get the distance probably that he wanted.
Yeah, I would say if he was just a little bit farther, it never kind of turned back on him, just kind of kept that turnover.
Dylan here is really sneaking it through. I'm so surprised that he gets through this, plants himself right there on the edge. That's going to have a look as well.
Yeah, if that was summertime, you would not be making it through that. That's a tough hole, and that's a really good-looking shot from Harrison there.
Keeps it low, steady.
Whew, and that's
Nice skip.
right up. Anytime you have inside 15-foot putt on hole 12, I would say you're doing something right because it's such a tight gap down the fairway. It's really hard to hit.
So I would say that bogey from the previous hole really motivated him to shoot his best on this one.
Dylan's takes kind of a weird bounce there. Scott's going to run his as well. You can tell he was looking for that.
And that small tree just stops Jay's disc right in its tracks. That's sometimes the smallest ones really mess you up the most.
Yeah, they get you. And here's JJ, and we kind of have a back hill because there's a longer basket there, and he kind of rolls down it a little bit. So he's going to be putting up for his bogey here.
And anytime that you're putting uphill, that's going to be a battle regardless, especially if there's any type of wind to interfere with that.
And JJ goes from looking at a par, he's now looking at a dub.
That's a great birdie by Harrison.
Yeah, that's a big confidence booster there, especially knowing no one else is going to birdie this hole. The man who's just above him, he could see him getting a double. Harrison knows he's in it now. Scott's just playing safe golf. He's just parring all these, and that's really all you need to do. Yeah. If you're able to par and get a couple birdies, then you're looking at a good place. So Dylan here for his par save.
Just low. It looks like the nose of the disc was pointed down on that release, so just was not able to carry for him.
Yeah, and you can just see his frustration knowing that instead of taking the par, he's going to be losing a stroke there.
And this is a nerve-wracking shot for Jay here. He's going to save his double bogey. It's definitely something that's going to put a beating on your confidence.
Yeah, we still have Scott parring here. He's at 3 under. Harrison's going to tie him at 3 under as well. JJ with that double bogey is going to put him at 1 under. And Dylan with that miss is actually going to put him at even. So we have hole 13.
Got that gully right down in the middle. That is not where you want to be playing your upshot from. Ideally, right these logs that are kind of downed right here, that's ideal.
Yeah, this is similar to hole 12. If you end up off the beaten path, I mean, you're fighting through some stuff. There's a lot of trees if you end up down there. As we see Harrison here, it looks like he actually clips a tree and he's going to go down into that gully.
Yeah, we weren't able to get that catch there because you're up by the basket, so that just tells you he's got a little work to do.
We have Sky here. His kind of sails high on him, but I think he made it across, and it looks like he does.
He places it by those downed logs there, so it's not the best shot, but it's the best for a manageable up.
Still in here. His never fades back. It actually kept kind of the Anheuser route. He kind of looks like he went a little bit to the right there.
Yeah, I think he's closer to the 14 tee box.
So JJ's here, and I was lucky enough to see JJ ace this hole last year, so it's nice having a camera on us this time to see if he can do it again. So he gets across.
And like we were saying, Harrison fighting up this hill, really tight up there as well, and it looks like he's able to get through, park himself for a very manageable 3.
Yeah, that's a finesse shot right there. Scott's,
Close.
Yeah, he ran that just a little too light.
Yeah, just dunks off the basket edge there.
And it looks like Dylan was over there, so he's just going to lay up.
Yeah, playing safe golf, that's going to be the best bet if you don't have something that's clean.
And that's tough for JJ.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of splash outs this round. Really tough luck, fellas.
And there's another one. Very tough.
The frustration.
Yeah,
right
these guys, I would say this circle's pretty tense right now. So Harrison's going to tap in his bogey.
JJ with the turbo.
He's gonna get that par, but I know he wanted that birdie there. Scott's gonna tap in his par, and Dylan's also gonna clean up his par. So that being said, Scott's gonna get the lone lead now. He's sitting at 3 over. Harrison's now back down at 2 under. We have JJ at 1 under, and Dylan sitting at even. So moving to hole 14.
Yeah, hole 14 is one of my favorite holes here for a righty backhand player, having an Anheuser, a strong one that can kind of carry that line and just kind of fade right back into where these downed logs are.
Yeah, I would say this whole place is different. There used to be a lot more trees, and they cut a lot of them down, and they made it so you can kind of throw over. It was more just kind of 2 paths, kind of where Scott's going there. That used to be a lot of trees.
Very full.
Yeah, so he gets down there though. He'll have a birdie look.
You can tell right there, early release just hung right for him.
That's tough.
Quite some distance away.
He was frustrated there. So we have JJ here. Let's see what he can do, if he can bounce back.
And it looks like that is... What are the odds of hitting that? Sorry, JJ.
Such a small tree branch. So we have Harrison here, the lefty. This also plays well for a lefty. But he's going to hit a tree a little farther down the fairway there.
No tree love there. We had a shotgun start here for JJ's second shot. Tension was a little high. We weren't able to get the placement there. I'm just glad we were able to get what we did.
We have Dylan here just laying that up. So Harrison's going to run this birdie. See if he can get this and keep up with Scott here. And just a little light.
Luck.
It's just that slight uphill putt. I mean, that changes everything.
That's the slight uphill putt that Scott had no problem facing.
That was a good-looking putt by Scott there. So Dylan's going to clean up his par.
I want you to take a look here how he gets the disc out of the basket. Saw that a couple times through the editing process. I don't really see that too often, but I guess it's a pretty malleable disc.
Yeah, I actually did it today after seeing it. I had a really soft putter there, and I had a pure, and I just pulled it right through. So everyone else is going to clean up their pars here. That being said, Scott's the lone birdie. That's going to put him at 4 under. Harrison 2 strokes behind at 2 under. JJ's still sitting at 1 under, and Dylan's at even. I know these guys are trying to make a comeback here at the final stretch.
So firstly, we want to just call out the fact that this overhanging branch here was recently lifted by the groundskeepers to give it more of a look here. You want to fight right over this little hump in the middle of the hill. Fight right past this dirt pile here. Being in the thick or the rough on the right hand side, you're going to battle a lot of trees. Ideally, you want to be close to these logs on our left, kind of within there to have that birdie look. Anything minus an ace.
Yeah, and it's uphill, but it plays a little short. A lot of people kind of overthrow this hole. I know I have been lately. This Scott kind of hits a tree there, and it's going to put him right on the fairway.
Very clean, open shot for him, for sure.
Yeah, I would not mind that shot. This is looking really good from Dylan, because his is just going to skip right up.
And it didn't have a lot of speed on it, so it was able to really slow down once it hit the ground.
Yeah, it looked like a putter maybe. So it just kind of died out on him.
A lot of the holes here at Sedgley do not need drivers to play.
As JJ's is looking the same, a little more heat on it.
Yeah, you'll see how it carried much further for him there.
Almost got pegged again. I'm dodging a lot of discs this round. So we have Harrison here. Let's see what he can do. Being the lefty. This is pretty straightforward. I mean, you just got to throw a straight shot right up the middle.
He's hugging that left edge there, and he overshoots quite a bit, actually. Puts himself there, and that looks like it's the tee shot from 11.
Harrison will be putting back there, though. So we have Scott here for a long birdie look.
And that barely gets in there, but I think that deserves a Gatekeeper rewind.
Yeah, let's do it. You can hear the sigh of relief from Scott here.
Ooh, so close.
And that's it's just having a good day of golf, having the luck on your side.
JJ knew instantly when he let that go. It had a little bit of a wobble to it, and it just did not have the height on it it needed.
We have Harrison here, and he's basically saying, Scott, you want to make long putts? I could do the same thing. So he nails that. That's rewind worthy as well. We just couldn't put 2 in one hole. But great putt there by Harrison. And with that, Dylan should be able to close this birdie out as well.
All right.
So, we have 3 birdies on this hole. That's good golf by these guys.
Don't forget to hop on over to our Patreon if you like what we're doing. Help us kind of get the coverage out to you guys the way that you guys deserve it. It's just going to be patreon.com/gatekeepermedia.
Yeah, come join the family and just support us as we grow on this endeavor. So we have Scott, Harrison, and Dylan all getting birdies here, with JJ getting the par. So Scott's sitting at 5 under, Harrison 2 strokes behind at 3 under, and JJ and Dylan both at 1 under. So we have hole 16 here. Hole 16, we're going down the left side, but I would say there's a variety of different routes you can take here.
Yeah, I would agree.
This is more like a lefty throw, but you can take more of a righty hyzer kind of over the trees. We see that. We'll probably see more of that here. You can kind of go up the middle as well.
Luckily, we have both right-handed and left-handed players on the card, and a mix of people who are comfortable doing sidearms as well as backhand.
As we see Scott taking that hyzer route that we're talking about, as he just kind of hits a tree.
Really high, too, and it just killed all of its direction and fell right below.
So we have Dylan here. His is a little tighter. He's fading a little early.
Looks like he kind of clipped a tree a little bit, too, and then right into another one.
And I would say that's Sedgley golf there. It's a lot of trees.
I would say that's northeast, East Coast golf, woods golf all day.
So we might have short holes, but they're very technical, and you need a lot of finesse to make these.
Yeah, and you don't hear a lot about this area, but we're really happy to be providing the coverage to show the world exactly how we do it over here in Philadelphia.
Yeah, one of the oldest courses in the United States here at Sedgley. So Harrison's going to get a really good tree there, really good kick back onto the fairway.
Yeah, happy tree.
Yeah, that was going a little too much to the left there for him. And let's see what JJ can do here, as he's just trying to put together something.
That hyzer route here, and you can hear he was not happy with that shot at all.
Very frustrated.
He got down there, though.
Yeah, he didn't hit any trees either. Scott has a really long up here, but he kind of ran that, I guess.
Yeah, I would say that maybe a couple feet that was off. Hard to tell from that angle.
He's going to have to test on the little slight uphill putt. So JJ's fade's a little early on him.
That's a shot JJ wanted to make for sure.
We have Harrison here, just the opposite, fading a little early on him.
It looks like maybe there was some wind that kind of picked up a little bit.
Yeah, that died very, very quickly. So you can see Dylan's ready for this. He wants to run that.
He goes to try to spike it in, and it really gets away from him, carries left.
Luckily, that down tree was there. That could have went a little farther. Kind of saved him maybe 10 feet.
And there's Scott with that slight uphill putt there with some distance to it.
And Scott's putting together a very good round here. He's just been consistent the whole round. So JJ makes that in. He
inches it right over top of the metal basket there.
Barely hit any chains there. So we have Dylan. He's going to close out his par here. And Harrison should be able to. There's him pulling it through. Harrison should be able to do the same here. So it's looking like we're going to have a par frame here.
I like it.
Yeah, just
good golf.
Yeah, pars across the board. And that's kind of like how I like to play. Just play for the par. So at the end of hole 16, everyone's going to par out here. So just to recap, Scott's at 5 under. He's got a 2-stroke lead on Harrison at 3 under. Both JJ and Dylan are fighting at the bottom at 1 under. Hole 17. One of my favorites, man. I love this hole.
Yeah, I'd love to hear what you have to say about this one.
I would say this is a very aceable hole. A lot of people try to run this hole for the ace. It's slightly uphill. You kind of have this tree to the left here. That could cause an issue, but I would say overall, if you just kind of keep it, it's going to have a slight left turn. You should be running this. It's pretty short. You can overshoot it, but it's worth running.
Oh, for sure. And playing it uphill, you think that you have to give it a little more strength on that drive, but it really does play like a true 171. You know what you're throwing when you step up to the box here.
Yeah, as you can see, these guys are just going to finesse this in. Dylan's a little higher, but still a great shot.
And it sits for him, too.
Here goes Harrison taking a slight ante route. And his is in a good spot, too. I mean, these are all makeable putts.
We got a nice cluster of drives up here by the pin.
And
That's what I like to see.
See if JJ can replicate them. This is looking a little hot. It's coming through, and I'm gonna have to dodge. I'm gonna have to dodge that one as well. I'm glad we kept that one in there. And he's going to miss that putt.
Tough break.
Like I said, man, all it takes is that one hole, and that hole 12 just really took away his game. So Harrison's going to get a birdie putt here.
Let's watch the entire rest of the card get their birdies here.
Yeah, Scott's going to get a birdie as Harrison's trying to keep pace with him. You could say he's right on his tail here. So Dylan's going to get his birdie as well.
JJ stepping up for his par.
Yeah, and that's
Whenever you guys get a minute, head on over to Instagram if you want more behind-the-scenes footage from us at Instagram, or just follow us at Gatekeeper_media.
Yeah, going to the final hole here. End of hole 17, we got 3 birdies here. Scott sitting at 6 under, Harrison 4 under. Dylan now gets the lead over JJ at 2 under. JJ sits at 1 under for the round.
So hole 18 is a very obvious play here. You have one alley right down the middle here with a 239 foot. You'll see that the course central is right behind it. So a lot of times when you're putting, you're going to have an audience. So I hope you bring your showmanship to the course on any given day. We're going to have Scott here. He's going to wind up and just pitch it right down the center there. You're going to get it right down the gut.
That's looking good.
And he's going to take CTP here.
Yeah, by almost 5 feet.
It's great.
Very good putt. Or
We
very
have
good
Dylan
drive there.
taking a very similar line. He does not have enough height there, so it dies out a little early for him.
Yeah, and it's going to be a long putt for birdie, but at this point you got to run it. Harrison's is looking good as well. It's kind of turning over on him, though.
Splits that tree, though.
Yeah.
On the positive side of that tree.
So he's up there. So we have JJ here just trying to put something together for this last hole. And his sail's pretty high. And it looks like he hits that tree. And that's kind of been the story for this back 9 here. It's just JJ's hit a lot of trees, and they've been really short, tiny little branches. It was great up, though.
All right. We got Dylan here for his second shot. He's going to want to run that. It almost looks like he's trying for the spike, but then kind of changed his mind at the end.
Yeah, he just kind of has to keep that a little more to the right.
Harrison running it, misses it by inches. JJ.
Well, that was Dylan.
Oh, sorry, Dylan. Sorry, JJ and Dylan.
Dylan's forgot to take his bag off there. This basket does sit a little lower, so that would have been in on any other basket.
Oh, yeah, it throws you off, too.
Yeah, it's just a little lower. You could just see him laughing about it.
A little bit of a different perspective. So it's even more of a nerve tester when you have people hanging around there, too.
So Harrison's going to close out his round with a par here. He put together a consistent round, I would say. So Harrison looked really good. He had a couple ups and downs, but...
Yeah, stay tuned for the round 2, where you'll get to see how Harrison's score played out.
Yeah, and we have Scott here with CTP. Really good round. But once again, this is mixed division, so I believe on MPO, Scott's actually not in the open division, so we're not going to see him on the lead card.
Correct.
Even though he did put together second
Quite
best.
a show.
Yeah, the second best
He would have
round
taken
there.
second,
Yeah.
for sure.
So that's going to end our hole 18 here. Scott's going to get the birdie sitting at 7 under. Harrison got the par at 4 under. Dylan not putting his bag down is going to bring him back down to 1 under, and he ties JJ both at 1 under.
But thanks for tuning in for the round 1 back 9 coverage for the Sedgley Woods Monthly for March, sponsored by Tonewood Brewing. Make sure to give us a follow, give us a like if you want to stay tuned on all of our upcoming tournaments. We got a lot this year, folks, so you don't want to miss it.
And stay tuned for round 2 here. We're going to have Men's Pro Open.
It's exciting. It's a good round, everybody.
Yeah,
We'll see you soon.
Take care.